I want to say welcome to everybody to Shades 2. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Happy and blessed. What day is this, y'all? Tuesday. You know, I'll be so busy I forget what day it is. It's actually Wednesday um, on the East Coast in London and places like that. But here on the West Coast, it is still Tuesday. Boy, these days go by so quick. It seems like it's a Monday, but it's actually Tuesday, about to change to Wednesday. All right. So thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate you guys. Tony Band's in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all show Tony some love and support. And thank you so much, Tony, for stopping by tonight. All right. All right. Let's see what else is over here. Carl is here. Oh, you are so sweet, Carl. I'm about to call you Tony. Thank you so much for tuning in and putting me on and things like that. All right. I appreciate you. Y'all, I told y'all at nighttime, sometimes I be tripping at nighttime, y'all. But anyway, I hope you guys had a good Tuesday, a good work day. Mine's went pretty good. I got a chance to put some more stuff up in my house. It's looking more and more better. This morning I went downstairs. My daughters had changed some stuff around because at nighttime I be doing weird stuff when I be putting, decorations up and stuff. So they went down there this morning, saw some things and changed them, and I laughed so hard this morning. I was all on the floor laughing and stuff. But yeah, and I'm still tripping out from yesterday when the guy noticed me and was like, "Shades Tube, I watch your Dollar Tree hauls," and I was like, "Damn," he was all happy and you would have thought I was a star, y'all. For real. I am a star. We all are stars, but you know what I'm talking about. Superstars. But he was doing the most. It was so funny, but I appreciate him and that was really sweet. That was the first time that ever happened to me and stuff like that. So that was cool, you know. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer act because we're not going to be on here that long. Only an hour. If it goes over, it will be just like yesterday, an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. All right. So let's get this started. Let's go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, and etc. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area, will be in my comment area, and part of it is scrolling across that blue banner right there. All right. And y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Let me go up and do this real quick. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notifications and so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Also, check out my short that I did earlier. It's just a Dollar Tree. I think it's just what did I do with my short? A Dollar Tree haul or something like that. So check that out just to give support and everything. Eventually, I'll put back up some dancing videos once I learn an actual dance to do. I'm thinking about doing that little TikTok challenge, but I got to go up to the car, not to the car place, but to the parking place where I want to do it because it's going to be funny and stuff. And then when I go horseback riding, I'm definitely going to do a video on there if they let me, just a real quick one and stuff. So check that shorts out. Check me out on TikTok at Shades Tube as well. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Tonight we're going to be talking about Josh Ostrovsky. I think I said his name correctly. He alleges that Diddy's Peeps threatened him after he saw Diddy with a dude. And this is all allegedly. Okay. Everything we say here is allegedly because we don't know if this is actually true or not. I'm just, basically just telling you guys about it. Also, I want to tell you guys about another mysterious type statue that was placed in the middle of a desert, I believe. And I believe something like this happened a few years ago. I don't know if they came out, if they found out who did it or what, but it's kind of weird how people do all these strange things. All right. And if I get a chance, I'll tell you about another breaking news story, which is kind of sad. I really don't like to tell them, but if I have a chance, I will tell you guys that as well. All right. So get you something to drink, some water, or whatever you drink at night, and a relaxing chair, bed, because it is late for some. Some people are at work, and what else? Something to eat if you're hungry, and sit back and check out this hour and a half or hour and 15 minutes of Shades Tube live. All right, y'all. All righty. So let's go ahead and get started. I got to get my phone first, y'all. Let me get my phone. All right, so let me turn that music down just a little bit. Well, actually, it's kind of low already, so we're gonna leave it like that. I think this is probably up high. Let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. It's not really all that high. It just seems like it is to me at times. All right, so let's go ahead and do this before I get sleepy. And y'all check out my live that I did yesterday. It was a pretty good live, and I was talking about the dude who disappeared. Okay, so check that live out. Okay, definitely check that one out because it's always important. It's always good for you guys to know what's happening in the world. And definitely when people become missing, because you never know when you may be in the same position. You understand what I'm saying? So it's always good to find out information about what's going on in this world. And you never know who you may see. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to stay abreast of certain information versus stand informed about foolishness or stuff you can't, just foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. So this story is according to a lot of people, a lot of sources, but I got mine from, Newsbreak, and Newsbreak got it from HNHH. So Josh Ostrovsky claims Diddy's team threatened him after he allegedly saw him with a man. Okay. So this social media influencer and entrepreneur recently spoke on a podcast about his alleged experience with the bad boy Morgo. Diddy's multiple allegations of sexual assault and misconduct have resulted in a lot of theories and new stories emerging under darker contexts. Unfortunately, claims about his intimate relationships with other men have resulted in homophobic, uh, I can't even say this, homophobic, um, let's see if I can say this correctly. I guess it's obfuscation of the actual crimes that he's accused of. Regardless, many folks are coming forward with their own alleged experiences with the bad boy, Sean Combs, as it relates to all these topics and more. For example, social media influencer Josh Ostrovsky recently joined Amanda Hirsch on the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast. On it, he spoke of an alleged experience in which he saw Combs with another man and got his team's stern attention for it. The whole cancellation of Diddy, Diddy got canceled. Ostrovsky told Hirsch, I know Cassie took it back, but it's unclear. This was something I have been talking about for years because it is now a documented thing that I saw him at a party in Miami. Some real black excellence shit that I was not deserving to be at, but I went with a DJ. I took ecstasy and ended up wandering around on some mansion on Star Island. I guess it was his mansion. It's all hot, black people, and then just one moron with an afro. They're like, whose man is this? What? Whose man is this? Hold on. I walked in a room that I shouldn't have walked into, and I saw him hooking up with a dude. Basically, he continued. Wait a minute, hold on. Basically, he continued. Wait a minute. I got to go down, y'all, because a pop-up ad came up. Hold on, what happened to that part? Oh, so he said basically he continued about Diddy. He said like full spooning situation, whatever. I then told the story on a podcast. His people called me and were like, "You need to stay. You need to say you were joking. Say that you are a funny guy and you made it up for the views." No, but I did not. I saw it, and he saw me when I came in. Yes, I was a little scared because everyone in the room stopped. I opened the door and I was like, "Is this the bathroom?" Everyone was like, "No, this is a room where male celebrities hook up." And then he basically had people call me and threaten me. Let me turn this damn thing down. Every time I get on here, I get these messages. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. So tell me if I didn't take it back and say I was joking. I refuse. No, I didn't take it back. Ostrovsky concluded, and then I talked about it on Hot 97, and they wouldn't air it. Hot 97 always kept me on a pre-record because they were like, "What are you going to say?" They would never let me do a live interview. I told the story, and then afterwards, Ebro was like, "I'm not gonna run this interview because Diddy is insane. Like he blew up Kid Cudi's car, allegedly. No, I wanted to get unalive by Diddy. But now everyone just found out. Kid Cudi finally told the story. I've been saying this for years. I've been talking about this Diddy shit for years, and now it's out there. That's crazy, y'all. So this dude is basically saying he took a drug, ended up at this mansion, right? And he went into they had some type of party going on with all men, I guess, and they was doing the most with these men. He said he walked into a room and saw Diddy with the dude, you know. Um, like I always say, anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are coming out, and but it doesn't necessarily mean that all these things are true. You know what I'm saying? Some things could be true, some things may not be. You know, like I said before, there have been a lot of allegations, accusations, or whatever you want to call them, regarding Diddy and his sexual preference and blase blase. As far as the story right here, it's just another story that basically say what a lot of people are thinking that Diddy could possibly be bi. Now, like I said before, we don't know. I really don't care. I'm just presenting this story to you guys. But I do find it odd that a lot of people have said something similar. I do find it odd about that. You know, in this day and time, I don't understand why anybody would try to hide the fact that they are bisexual, because now people are accepting this choice more than ever. I mean, why do people hide this? You know, because if you come out and say you're bisexual and say people start tripping, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna cancel people for tripping out because a celebrity is bi. So I don't understand why some of these celebrities just hide certain things. Now, granted, I understand that some people want to maintain that 100% manly image. However, if you got people running around stating certain things and you got more than one or two, it's got to be some type of truth to some of the stuff they're saying, because 50,000 people can't be lying on you. You know, one or two can, but 50,000 people cannot be lying about the exact same thing. They just can't be. You know, that's crazy. And let's read a couple of these messages. SC24 said Diddy is a dirty, nasty dude. All right. And nothing new said for everyone who has something to say about Diddy who didn't speak up when it happened. So why now? Diddy doesn't have to answer anything, and he shouldn't, right? Because again, as long as Diddy is not breaking the law and it's consensual and everybody is of age, okay. Now, if you are breaking the law, then that's a whole different story. But if you're not, I don't understand why so many people be worried about his preference. As long as you don't have to be in a entanglement with them or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? But in regards to all these actual allegations, you know, all the other stuff, that's a little bit different because these are actually, crimes, you know, and that's just something that we should not be engaging in. You know what I'm saying? Especially raping and things like that, and messing with children. You understand what I'm saying? But if he's at a party and everybody is of age, if this is true, and this is what this dude, this social influencer, walked in on, okay. And why did well he did say he spoke out before I tried to. And he said Diddy's people threatened him, allegedly. So I mean, he probably did try to say something, you know, and he said he was talking about it, or he was going to talk about it on that in the interview on the radio station, but of course it wasn't live So therefore, they will go back and take out things. They will edit the parts they don't want the people to know out. A lot of people don't want to fool with Diddy because he probably has a lot of power. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's why they probably edit it out. Okay, so Slurricane said he's not the only one that has said this about Sean Combs. That's true. These rumors, y'all, have been going on for the longest, like way back in the 90s. Okay, this is nothing new. Um, Chuck said everybody and their fifth grade teacher is suing Diddy. Come to think of it, he owes me some dollars from 04. Oh man, these people are crazy. Okay, so Tat 65 said, take that, take that. Okay. And Cole said he put that on his songs just to mess with the people he assaulted so they would never forget. These people crazy in this comment section, y'all. Okay, CT said this is going to be like Bill Cosby, where 70 plus people have experienced the same exact thing. 3 or 4 may lie, but 70 plus are most likely speaking the truth. You know what? That's the same thing I just said. When you got maybe I'll give it 5 people. When 5 people are saying stuff about you, you know, it may not be true all the time. However, I think when 5 or more say something about you, it's got to be some truth to it. But certainly if you got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 people saying the same thing, I find it very hard to believe that some of these things, or if not all of these things, are not true. You see what I'm saying? So there are a lot of people that have came out and said something similar. Even when you date all the way back to the early 2000s, the late 90s, same exact thing. But again, if he's not messing with underage people, people without consent, and things like that, then I don't know why people are so concerned about his sexuality. Because if you're not engaging in anything with him or even dealing with him, why even worry about it? And in this day and time now, in 2024, being gay, bisexual is more acceptable now. If you even talk about somebody being gay in a negative manner or bisexual, you'll be canceled, especially if you are a star or if you have like some type of real good profession or something like that. Even if you're a social media influencer, if you get up there and you start downing, gay people, bi people, and all that, you can get canceled so quick. So today, it is it's more acceptable if you are, gay or bi. So I don't see why some of these people be hiding these facts if they are actually bisexual, you know. But if you want to present this 100% manly image and you are not attracted to the same, what, then yeah, I can probably see why they may want to hide it. But if you are going to hide it, you can't do stupid stuff where you will get caught or where people will tell. And you got to be very careful who you let attend parties and things like that. You know what? A lot of people used to run around and say Prince was bisexual. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, if he was, we never ever really had any real true evidence. You know what I'm saying? None. Nobody never caught him with anyone, you know what I'm saying, or anything. If people can come out and say stuff, but nobody ever had any real evidence. You never heard about him actually assaulting nobody or anything, or being with minors or anything. So say if he was like that, because I don't know if he was or not, you would never know for sure because he did things carefully so it wouldn't come out. So if you are bisexual and you don't want people to know, you have to do things carefully and keep it a secret, point blank. When you start being sloppy, thinking you're bigger than the world because you got so much money and nobody won't tell, you are playing with fire because some people don't give a crap about the money you got. Some people don't care about your power, you know? And then some people will use this against you to try to get money or whatever they're trying to get. Or if you make them mad, they will use it to try to bring you down. So that's why I say if you want to pretend like you're a straight heterosexual and you're not, you need to make sure you do everything in private and make sure you watch who you have around you if you don't want the world to know, especially if you are a celebrity. On the other hand, though, I don't see why some of these people keep things a secret like that because, again, it's so many people accept this now. You got men and Two men walking down the street holding hands, two women doing the same thing, kissing and everything else. And nobody, some people don't like it, obviously, but nobody really says anything. You may have one or two people may say something, but not like back in the day where if they saw that, they'd be basically harassing the people, trying to hurt them and things like that. So I don't understand why, they be tripping out so much about this. The only time I can see people tripping out if you are forcing people to do things or you mess with children or you are a PING them or assaulting them actually or something like that. That's the only time, you know? So what do you guys think about this? Let me see if I hear anything on TikTok regarding that because that's a trip, man. Let me see if they got any additional information regarding that because that is really a hot ass mess. And tomorrow I got to remember to call these people. I forgot today. Well, let's see here. Let's see if we can find it. Here's the dancing trucker back again. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what he dancing to. Oh yeah, he be up here dancing everywhere, y'all. This dancing trucker. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull this story real quick because I'm up here watching Dancing Trucker. Okay, Josh. What is his name? Josh Ostro. Let's see, Bisky. Let's see. We're gonna hear what he's talking about real quick. Hold on, y'all. I'm not gonna show the actual video. I'm just gonna play the audio, okay? Because I don't feel like standing up. I'm tired. All this moving and stuff and working and everything else I've been doing. Okay, let's hear this. Wait. White parties being crazy. So Josh is an entrepreneur. He's a social media influencer. So this is his area. This is where he be at. So last night, Josh was on a freaking podcast and he retold a story he told years ago. He said one night he was invited to a Miami party with another DJ because he was around a bunch of black people. And he was like, I ain't got no business being here, but what the hell? I'm here. Let me have. So in order for him to relax around all these beautiful black people, he took so he was wandering around the mansion all lucid and, just living his best life. And he opens a door where Diddy and Felix the cat were allegedly spooning each other. And there were other people in the room as well. He said in that one room. That's crazy. Diddy, and he was scared as shit. He said he then went to a podcast and told this story and got a phone call from. So he did tell that story originally. Him to recant his story or say that it was a joke. But he said, hell no, I saw what I saw. I'm not changing my story. So he goes on Hot 97 with E-Rob and he tells the story again. But E-Rob had him on pre-recording because he's had him on the show before and he tends to go off the racks. E-Rob said, hey man, I'm not playing this. I'm not airing this shit. I ain't going out like that. Do you know what he did to Kid Cudi car? Do you know what happened to Kid Cudi car? E-Rob said he was crazy and he don't know what Diddy's capable of, so he's not airing that. But the fact is, Josh's story never changed. He saw what he saw. And this just confirms more and more about how people are jumped into the industry. I'm talking like it's a game. I would like to know who all was in that room. The industry. I don't know how many times I've heard this. In order to be a part of the group, in order to be a part of the circle, you have to get jumped in. And I do mean jump. And people are desperate. I swear it be falling in my lap. Josh, the people be desperate, because if I was a man, and I'm going to speak this because I'm a woman, right? And I was going to be in the entertainment. I tried to be in it as well because, I have my own, group and all that when I was in the ATL. But I'm going to tell you straight up, there is no way they could have made me do anything that I did not want to do. Because even when I had my singing group, my manager was telling me to do certain things. Y'all, I would not do it. Because he was like, dress sexier. So I said, okay, I'll wear a sexier dress. But I wasn't going to let my chest show and, do all of that like he was asking me to do. I had on a sexier dress, but it was a straight up knit body dress. It still covered up everything. I had a nice shape anyway. So it covered up everything, but I still look, shapely in it, obviously. But I wasn't showing anything. But he wanted me to show stuff. But I was like, forget that. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I went in VIP, VP, or whatever you call it, VIP, right? The rooms. The girls who was in my group, with the exception to Nicole, the lead singer Kim, she was doing everything with these rappers and all that, doing drugs, just everything. And I refuse to do anything because y'all know I don't drink, smoke, do drugs, or anything. All the time while I had my group, I never drank anything. I never smoked anything. I never got high, drunk, or anything. I didn't do any of that stuff. And Nicole didn't either. You know, they made me, like when I was in the club so I could look cool, I guess, they made me do like an orange juice to make it look like it's vodka in it. So I used to like get the orange juice and make people think that I was drinking, or I would do like pop, soda, and they would think that, the Coca-Cola and stuff, they would think I was drinking when I was only, drinking pop or either just, orange juice. And just like he wanted me to like dance with dudes and tell them that I was single and just all types of weird shit. And I didn't do that either. Ain't nobody gonna be grinding up on me and no stranger, you know what I'm saying? And stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that they be telling you to do in the industry, you know what I'm saying? And you have to be a strong person and not be like so desperate to be a superstar to get money that you'll do anything. You've been hearing about women who do actual things to get up in higher positions. There's no way that I'm gonna be asking somebody, to get in a higher position. I don't do it anyway, period. So, good and damn well, I'm not doing it, for that reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna do it. You have to have morals. You have to have principles. You have to respect yourself. You can't do anything for fame and success. This is why these people be worshiping the devil. I mean, this is weird. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like if you want to do these things because you just want to, then that's on you. But you should not be doing these things to get money and fame and success and things like that. Because a lot of times this stuff don't last when you get it like that. When you do stuff naturally and get it naturally, it lasts longer. You know, it's like it reminds me of a story from a long time ago when I used to live in Cleveland, because y'all know I'm from Cleveland. It was this dude who liked me. All right. And this dude used to give me so many things. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. I knew this dude was getting this stuff illegally. Okay, at the time, and it can't nobody do shit about this. This was so many years ago, so I can talk about it now. And I knew he was doing shit that he shouldn't be doing. And instead of me not accepting the things, I went on and took it. You know what I'm saying? And like if somebody did that today, there's no way I would accept all of these things when I know a person is engaging in criminal activities to get it. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing all of this just to talk to me too. And I didn't even like the dude because he wasn't even my type. I just went on and took the stuff that he was giving me, but I never liked him and stuff, And so that's what I'm saying. People would do risky shit to get what they want. They do stupid stuff to get what they want. You know what I'm saying? And just like some women will take stuff even though they know they don't want a certain person, you know. So we can't be desperate. We can't be hard up for fame and success or anything else that we would do anything, accept anything from somebody because we want things. We cannot do that, especially in this world today. Back when this happened was in the 90s, that was a different world than what it is now. But even back then, like I said before, I shouldn't have accepted anything from him. But I was way, young and stuff like that. So, you know, it is what it is. But, in this day and time, we don't need to be doing all these type of things because people are crazy. They be getting into all sorts of weird stuff and just be doing weirdness all the time. And like I said, when the dude was giving me all these things, y'all know most of the stuff I ended up losing, or somebody stole it, or I don't know what happened to it. That's what I'm saying. So when you get stuff illegally, or somebody giving you stuff and you know that they are not getting it um, in a more ethical way, a lot of times you don't keep that shit. You know what I'm saying? You just don't, you know? So we got to be cautious of the people that we associate with, things that we accept from people, dudes, women we date, um, the entertainment industry, just regular work. Because even in regular jobs, women and men sometimes they do actual favors to get into positions. So again, we cannot be desperate for success, fame, or money, because if you do, it can lead you to a road where you're not willing to be on. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be, hard up for things. Work hard, do what you need to do, and if success is for you, you will be successful. Point blank. And definitely in that entertainment industry, you definitely have to be cautious and strong in just your own self. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you'll end up at one of those parties doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. But I'm still gonna go back to this. I have always said this. I'm gonna say it again. Um, I still say the only men, the only men that get who that end up doing these things, you cannot convince me that they are not secretly attracted to another man. I'm sorry. I cannot see a straight up heterosexual man doing something like that. Not even for money or fame. I just don't see it. Because how can you, if you are a heterosexual dude, how can you allow yourself to do, I guess it's called fellatio, to another man because you want success, you want that record deal, you want that fame and money? Who does this? Because me, if somebody came up to me as a female and wanted me to do something like that to another female, there's no way I can do that. That's what I'm trying to say. First of all, I'm gonna throw up. That's the first thing. And secondly, I'm gonna always think about this is disgusting. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out how can a man do this or let another man, what to them or them doing it to another man. This is something I don't think that I would ever forget, and it would just make me feel some type of way, and I would just feel disgusting. Honestly, because it's not something that you should be basically that I wouldn't be doing. That's what I'm just trying to say, especially if I'm saying that I'm straight up heterosexual. So for me, I just believe some of these people, unless they've been raped, okay, or like drugged or something like that, I think some of these people are secretly attracted to men because I don't see how a heterosexual dude could be enticed to do that just for money and fame and success. I just don't. I just can't buy their um, excuses. And y'all know I dealt with something like this firsthand, and I did not buy his excuses. I just can't. You have to me. I feel like you have to have some attraction to men because I'm a female. It would take a lot for me to do fellatio to a dude. Okay, and that's on every damn thing. So imagine if I'm a dude, okay, or if I'm at a party and another chick. Please, okay. I guess I won't be successful. Not like they talking about, and I guess I won't be having that money because I'm just not doing that. You know but again, in the real world, people are always presented with things like this. I mean, you do it. People are out here every day, especially young girls. Some old dude trying to talk to him. He starts showing the money, and then they end up setting it out for him. We cannot. Again, we cannot be desperate. You know what I'm saying? We can't. You got to have some type of class. You got to have some type of morals and things like that. You can't do anything for money, anything for success, fame, or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. Now let's read some of these comments real quick. Somebody said Diddy always wants to party and you gotta tell him no. Now, Ashley said Exhibit said the same thing over 10 years ago about Diddy. It's on YouTube. Like I said before, a lot of people have made claims, allegations about him. And then in Superhead's book, I think she talked about that as well. So it's a lot. Somebody said, I wish Diddy would just come out because I am tired. And then Keenan said, LOL, Wendy been told y'all. Diddy just needs to tell the world he is fully in, I guess he mean bisexual, I guess. What's they say? E Bro, not E Rob. I thought his name was E Brian. I know what she was talking about. Okay, but anyway. Okay, Bayday said, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know why people always talk about they don't know nothing, but be talking about every damn thing. If you don't know nothing, you shouldn't be saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Fabulous said, Lord, LAWD, have mercy. Loogie said, Diddy needs to go. And then Plant Dad said, why does Diddy like ugly guys? Well, remember this. People see fine the way they see it to be. You may think a person is not fine, but that person who is attracted to that person thinks that that person is fine. I be saying the same damn thing when I be seeing certain people. I be like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? But everybody got their own taste. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, like they always say about beauty being in the eye of the beholder, that is true. Trisha said someone said the music industry isn't about a person's talent, but their willingness to serve themselves up on a platter to those in power. I don't know if I agree with that 100%. It may not be it may be like that for some people, but I don't think everybody in the music industry is serving themselves up on a platter. Just like all actors and actresses are not doing that. It just all depends. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, you got a lot of people that are very desperate to be rich as hell, to have fame, success, and all of that. And some people will do almost anything to get it. You got people murking people for that. Okay, please. Ex Gala said no one locks doors. That's what I was thinking. Okay, Escape the Power says Spoonie isn't Screwing. Let's stop the wordplay. Well, he probably said other things too, but they have to definitely keep it PG. Keisha said we knew this back in the day, and I said that before. This is nothing new. I don't know why they coming out speaking on this dude all the time because these rumors have been around for the longest about Sean Combs. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. Now, because Cassie filed the lawsuit, that's what brought everything back out, and all these people are coming out with all these allegations and stuff. And again, we don't know if these allegations are true or not. However, we have heard about all these other allegations for the longest regarding Sean Combs. But again, if he has not taken anything by force or messing with minors or drugging people and things like that to get it, I don't know why so many people are concerned about his actuality. You know what I'm saying? Unless they want to get with him, I'm just trying to figure out why. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go down. Okay, somebody, Dragonheart said, y'all really be obsessed with what black men do in the bedroom. And I'm saying the same thing. Because again, if it's not something dealing with RAPE or torture or some weird illegal shit, just weird illegal shit, period, regarding that topic, then why are so many people concerned about this man's sexuality? And again, if he is bi, then say you're bi or be more private and watch how you do things. All right. You can't be letting people, if you want to keep something private, once again, you can't be letting people know. You can't be doing stuff crazy. You can't be having anybody at your parties. You can't just do certain things. You have to keep it private. Okay, so do what said boy on boy action. How old are y'all? This is why he got away with crimes for this long obsessing about legal, not the illegal. Okay, let me read that again. Boy on boy action. How old are y'all? This is why he got away with crimes for this long obsessing about legal, not illegal. Okay, if I don't know, maybe he said exactly what I said. If it's not something he's doing illegal, then I don't know why people are tripping out about it because there are a lot of bisexual people out here and celebrities. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all before I was tricked, me and my girlfriend, into a bisexual club. Okay. Because some of these, the reason it's really a gay club, but some of these dudes were bisexual, okay, because they were trying to talk to me and my girlfriend. And when you look at them, it was a lot of rappers there too. They had on their little hats turned the other way. They was straight up looking heterosexual, but they was actually bi. It was so many men, and obviously, what do you call these people? Trans, not trans. The other ones that dressed up like women and be men. It was some of those people there too. And we ended up leaving after a few minutes in there, but it was a hot ass mess. I'm telling you, regular dudes were in there. They were just bisexual, point blank. And somebody said, and what did Josh do? I'm sure he was partying with the ex in his system. He said he was, but he didn't say he was doing anything actual. You know what I'm saying? He said he ended up there. He didn't know. He was so strung out, I guess, on the ex that he ended up at that party on what do they call the island, on the island? Okay, so this person said they drugged and videotaped into the industry. This is sexual assault. Diddy needs to be buried under the prison. Yeah, if he did it and didn't have consent, then you would call it that, you know. But you can't really convict the person if nobody comes out and said this is what he did. You know what I'm saying? But for the people who are filing charges, not charges but lawsuits on him, they doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They doing exactly what they want to do. And I haven't heard about any criminal charges being brought up against him at all. So we will see how all of this plays out, because this is very tripped out. But again, if you got a bunch of people saying the same thing, I'm gonna say it again, there's got to be some truth to certain things, you know? It's like being on YouTube. You would hear people saying people always lying about me. They always telling a lie. But yet you got 50,000 people saying the same thing about a person. So if 50,000 people are saying something about a person, there's got to be some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? If 50 people are saying that you are a damn liar, okay, and all you do is lie and make up stuff, 9 times out of 10, that's exactly what you are. Now, if you got one or two saying it, even maybe three or four, it could be a lie. Let's keep it real, But if you got a whole bunch of people saying stuff about a person, it's got to be some truth to that, especially if these people don't know each other. And like I said, some of these allegations that have been made against Diddy have been made way back in the 90s, like the late 90s, the early 2000s, thousands, and things like this, So you just never know, It's just, I mean, it's got to be some truth to some of these things. But I'm not saying that he did anything illegal, though, like RAPIG or sexual assault or anything like that. If these acts are consenting, I don't know why people are worried about it, unless they want to hook up with him and get into action with him or something. Because I'm trying to figure out why is everybody so concerned about who this man is effing? You know what I'm saying? Point blank. So what do you guys think? Do you think that Josh is telling the truth? And I'm going to show you guys a picture of Josh just so y'all can know who this dude is. Hold on. This is him right here in the middle of this video. Hold on. Let me turn on my camera thing so y'all can see. Hold on. So that is Josh, y'all. And that's what he looks like if y'all can see that. I think y'all could see it. You can also go to Google, right? And you can type in his name, Josh Ostrovsky, and you can see a better picture of him, okay? But that is a hot ass mess. That story is a hot mess. Hold on. I want you to hear the actual thing to him talking. So let me play that real quick. All right, so here. Because of Cassie. She took it back though. I know, but it's unclear. But this was something I've been talking about for years because it's now a documented thing that I saw him at a party in Miami. I was at a party in Miami that I should not have been at, some real black excellence shit. That's crazy. Okay. Not deserving to be at, but I went with the DJ. Yeah. And I took ecstasy and I ended up wandering around in some mansion on Star Island and I end up walking, I guess it was his mansion. And it's all just hot. It's all hot black people. Yeah. And then just one moron with an afro. And everyone's like, how do right, when you had an afro. They're like, whose man? Oh, so he had an afro back then, okay. Came in and I basically saw him. I walked in a room I shouldn't have walked into and I saw him hooking up with a dude. Okay. Basically, full spooning situation. This guy, Felix the House Cat, who's a producer. Whatever. I then told the story. Is that the guy's name, Felix the House Cat? We're gonna see what he looks like.
on a podcast, and then his people called me and were like, "You need to say you were joking. Like, say you're a funny guy and like you made it up for the views." And I was like, but I did not. I saw it, and he saw me when I came in.
Were you like a little scared?
Yes, because everyone in the room like stopped because I opened the door and was like, "Is this the bathroom?" And everyone was like, "No, this is a room where like celebrities, like male celebrities, hook up."
So they got one big old room that they was in hooking up with each other. That is, I almost said a word on here. That's nasty in itself. You know what I'm saying? Why, honestly, why do people hook up with people, a bunch of people, and have X all together, and everybody can see each other? That's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? It's much like if you have a friend, right, a girlfriend or a dude, and you go up to the bedroom with your girlfriend, if you're a dude, or with your boyfriend if you're a girl, and y'all having, you know what, while your friends downstairs. Who does this? I know some people have done it, but I have never done that because I have always been kind of, basically respectful about certain things, and I don't want nobody listening to me and things like that. That's weird. I've always thought that was kind of strange when people do that. But getting into a room with a bunch of men, with men, who, this is weird. This is wild. Okay.
Some glitterati shit.
Yeah.
And then he basically had people call me and like threaten me and like tell me that if I didn't take it back and say I was joking.
And you still didn't take it back?
Refused, no.
Why?
And then I talked about it on Hot 97 and they wouldn't air it. Ebro, who does the morning show on Hot 97, so Hot 97 always kept me on a pre-record because they were like, "What are you going to say?"
Yeah.
They would never let me do a live interview.
That's crazy.
And I told the story, and afterwards he was like, I'm not going to run this interview because like Diddy's insane, and he blew up Kid Cudi's car
allegedly,
and all this shit.
So I feel like you did that on purpose. Like you're like, you wanted to see if what he'd do to you.
No, I wanted to get killed if I did it. But now everyone just found out that he like blows up people's. Kid Cudi finally told the story.
Okay, so we're gonna stop that right there because I already told you guys about all that. But honestly, this guy does not look like he's lying. All right, I mean, he does not look like he's lying. And if you go look at the other interview originally, he basically says the same thing. So it is what it is. But I'm trying to figure out how all these sweaty ass men are in one room together, smelling each other, engaging in these actual acts. That's damn nasty. All right. Because even if you choose to do these things, why would you want to be in a room with a bunch of other people? That's crazy. Hold on, let's see. Let's see if anybody's saying anything. Somebody said he's not lying at all. I say the same thing because he looks like he's telling the truth. All right. He's look like he's telling the truth. Um Somebody said, what man gossips about this, though? A lot of men gossip. They do it all day long on YouTube. All right. I mean, some people are living in the damn twilight zone. Men do gossip. They worse than women, honestly. I mean, you see it every single day here on YouTube. What do you call it when a man is sitting up on YouTube talking about women all day, talking about what they do, just shit you shouldn't even be talking about? That's gossiping. You know what I'm saying? So men do gossip, and somebody's saying the same thing in this comment section. Men gossip, they gossip more than women. Some men even discusses their actual things, I'm sorry, YouTube, with their friends or with non-friends, even on social media. That's called gossiping, and that's tacky as ever. So somebody said, you're right about that. So what if they are adults? Diddy can sleep with whom he pleases. He probably mad because he wasn't chosen. I say the same thing. As long as these people were consenting, if this is true, what is the problem? Especially now with so many people, the world accepting, at least the United States is accepting bisexuality, homosexuality. So what is the big deal about? Somebody said all these sightings and no videos. Even if he had a video, you wouldn't be able to see it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, this is a hot ass mess. Do y'all believe it? I kind of believe it. The dude does not look like he's lying. What is Felix the house cat? Let's see who the heck he is. Unless that's just a made up name they made. Let's see who this is. Felix the house cat. This may be don't laugh. This may be a made up name, just something they let's see. Oh, that's American DJ and record producer who makes house music and electro. So he's the one that this dude said Diddy was hooking up with. This dude, right? That's what this dude looked like. So you know what's interesting? What would be interesting is if Felix speaks on this. He should, because if somebody was accusing me of something, if it wasn't true, I'm gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. Why come these people don't speak out against certain things when people are making allegations that Diddy hooked up with them and things like that? Let me get his picture. See what he looks like. So they were spooning. He just did not go into strict details either. So spooning and doing other things. Okay. So this is Felix right here. Let me show y'all. So he allegedly he was spooning with Diddy and whatever else. They was all in the room together with a bunch of other people doing the same thing. All these hot ass slimy bodies, male bodies, and PI, and DI, what, hanging out. But who wants to see that? For real, for real. Who wants to see? Well, I guess some men who like men probably want to see it because I don't want to see all that. All these, not a bunch of them together. I sure don't. That's tripped out. But yeah, is he? Let's see. I never even really heard of him. Maybe he's into house music and stuff. But that's a damn trip. So we're gonna be looking to see if Felix will speak out regarding this. All right, point blank, and I'll let you guys know if he does. Now this is him now. I guess this is him now. He didn't look like he done gained a little weight. Is this him right here? Yeah, well, he just looked bigger right here, but yeah. I don't know, y'all. Let me show this other picture real quick. Shit. Let me see. So that's him. Hmm. So back in the day, allegedly he was spooning in the room with Sean. Allegedly, y'all. We don't know if this is true. So that's why we're using the keyword allegedly. Okay? Because we don't know if this is actually true. All right. But anyway, again, what do you guys think? Do you believe Josh? Do you believe what he's saying? And um do you think Diddy is bi, point blank? Even though he hasn't came out or anything, but do you believe that? Okay. Tell me that if you watch this in a replay or whatever the case is. That's a tripped out topic, story, whatever. Again, all of these are allegations. We don't know if this is actually true. This is allegedly. So it is what it is. But again, I'm going to say it again. If 50,000 people are saying that you are bi and you do this and that, there's probably some truth there. Okay? It probably is. Now, guys, we're going to move on to this other story real quick. We've been on here for 53 minutes. I'm doing a good job. I can't believe it. Okay, let's go over here and talk about this. Hold on for a second. Let me go over here and get this. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so we got that. So there, not a long time ago, but like a couple of years ago, I don't know. I think somebody actually placed a monolith in a desert in Nevada. I think in Nevada, if I'm not mistaken. They was trying to figure out where that came from. I don't know if they actually found out where it came from, but I think they did get to the bottom of this. But once again, they found a 10-foot mysterious metal monolith on a remote hill, and this is baffling local people once again. So let me tell you guys. Let me show you the picture of it first. Let me see if I got this. Hold on, damn. This stupid crap. I always do this. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Because before I had a picture of it. So again, this is the same thing that was in the Nevada desert a couple years ago. But I thought they said somebody placed it there. I don't know for sure if they found out or not. So let me show y'all what it is. See if y'all can see that. See? Now, who is going around placing this in the damn in remote areas and deserts and things like that? And what is it for? What is this for? And who is going around placing these out in remote areas? Okay, this was spotted on a hill in Wales. All right, it's one of many mysterious Toblerone like structures that have popped up around the globe in recent years. So I'm assuming that they did not find out who did the other one. I told y'all before that somebody did this or something did this in Nevada a couple years ago, and then it disappeared. Now they have a lot of conspiracy theories, of course, of aliens and extraterrestrial beings and things like that. Um, the latest futuristic looking installation found in Wales was noticed over the weekend by area runner Richard Haynes. He did not know what to make of the unusual sighting. So he said, I thought it looked a bit bizarre and might be a scientific media research thing, collecting rainwater. That's exactly what he told Wells Online on Monday. But then he realized it was way too tall and strange for that. Then he said he went up to it and it was about 10 foot tall, at least, and triangular, definitely stainless steel. It was hollow and I imagine pretty light, light enough for two people to carry it up and plant it in the ground. Okay, so let's see what else they said. So, although Welch origin is unclear, two similar structures found in Utah and California in 2020, where the works of group, an artist group based in New Mexico called the Most Famous Artists. So they did find out who put that in there in Nevada back in 2020, or in California, in 2020s. But who did this one? And you know what? When they found that thing out here, of course, conspiracy theories was online talking about it, saying aliens put it there. And then I guess so many people were going around saying this online and on the news and trying to figure out where it was coming from. That group, the Most Famous Artists, they owned up to it. But who put this one out in Wales? And then all these other places that they have found these. They also had one back in Turkey in 2021. But they did say that was a government stunt. Okay, so it was launched ahead of a space program announcement. So why is people going around doing all this stupid weird shit and making people think that something like an alien or some other being is just planning stuff in remote locations? That's crazy. Why even put this type of stuff out there? They also had another one. It had the words "not Bansky" on it, and that was in 2020 as well. They had some in Romania, Ukraine in the late 2020s again. So you mean to tell me all these artists are going around in different countries around the same time placing these things in random places? They also found one in Somerset, England, and it had the words "not Bansky." Um, One was on the island of Wright. So they've been placing these things a lot of different places. But again, I don't believe no extraterrestrials did it, no aliens. I believe, just like the other ones, that somebody is going around putting these things in different places. Point blank. Just much like the dude or whatever it was flying in the sky out here. And they was trying to figure out what it was because it was like a person could not fly that high. Okay, but when they took pictures of it, it was like it looked like a person. you know, and this thing, whatever it was coming out right before CV-19, I believe, or like in 2019, well, when CV first started. I can't remember, but we haven't seen it or well heard anything else about it in a couple of years. But this thing would be like in the sky, flying around with like a backpack on. So they never did come out and tell us what it was. They just said it could have been somebody playing a prank. They got a mannequin up there, trying to make people think it's a person because they said a person wouldn't be able to fly that high in one of those power things. Then magically it just disappeared. So I haven't heard anything else about it. But I don't know if people are doing all these silly stunts or what. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the thing that we saw the other night when my son saw it, but I think I found out what that was. There was something they got from outer space that they were bringing back in. I forgot to tell him what it was too, because it was like a ball of fire. At first you could see that coming out of the little spacecraft. It wasn't an airplane or anything, but he thought it was a flying saucer or something like that. But a couple of days later, it was an article came up on my phone that actually it looked like the same thing that he saw, and I forgot to tell him what it was. But again, you can see crazy things in the air sometimes, the sky, and you'll think it's an alien, but it ends up being the military or the space people, the people at NASA or somewhere like that. It's like with this little stuff there, people are planning everywhere. Is there somebody that's probably doing it? I mean, damn. But why? For real, for real. Why? All right. So let's see. Let's see what some people are saying. Okay, so Slim said there was just a time traveler that had predicted that these would show up again with a location and dates. He said the next few will be a part of extraterrestrial statues and part of Project Blue Beam. Okay. Somebody said, whatever you're smoking, I want some. Again, I think people are doing this, okay? But, anything is possible, like I always say. Imagine this, something could be putting them down, right? And then the government got people saying people are actually doing it so you guys won't be scared. Okay, so you just never know. So you just never know. Somebody said, wasn't something similar found in America in the Southwest desert a few years ago, and it was just a hoax. It was torn down and sold for scrap. And then somebody said, man-made mirage monoliths go up all the time in the U.S. Okay, so guest said, thanks for finding it. I got drunk and forgot where I left it. Okay, that was funny. Yeah, that was funny. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know that because I thought it was interesting to see that they started this up again, like always. The last story I'm going to tell you guys tonight, we got a couple more minutes left. I want to tell you about this little sad story, which is crazy. I wish people would stop doing all these damn crimes. You know what I'm saying? Just doing so much. People do not have no respect for life or anything. They just don't hesitate to take people's life. And I don't understand why these people do these type of things. It just don't even make any sense. People want to live, and life should be valued and other people's lives should be valued. The only time I feel like, a life can be taken if you are put in a situation where you have to use self-defense, to save your life. So I don't know if I want to talk about the influence. Let me just tell you about the mom of 5 who succumbs, who passes on from doing a BBL. And the other story I'll tell you guys tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys about this one though, because a lot of these women out here like to get all these BBLs and things like that. And the thing about it is, there's nothing wrong with things like this if you're getting it for yourself and not because some man told you to get it. Okay, if you don't do stuff for yourself and because you want it for yourself, eventually you're not going to be happy. All right. You're not, because you're doing something for somebody else and not for yourself. If you're going to get a butt enlargement or enhancement or whatever you call it, or breast enhancement, you should be doing all these things for yourself. You should be going to regular doctors who do this, plastic surgeons and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Versus going to these discount places, going into backyards and stuff and garage is getting all that shit pumped inside of you, and because it's only 3, 4, 5,000, $2,000. If you're gonna get BBLs and all these things, make sure you go to an actual, actual doctor that specializes in this, plastic surgery, surgeon or whatever you call these people who do these type of things, you know, and make sure you do it here in America. So anyway, Erica Russell, who was 33 years old, mother of 5, she went to a cosmetic center, okay, and got a BBL. So allegations have surfaced against Dr. John Sampson of Coral Gables Seduction Cosmetic Center, with the family claiming that the procedure should never have been performed by the doctor. According to reports from NBC News in the Miami Herald, Russell passed away just over 2 hours into the surgery, succumbing to cardiac arrest on the night of June 16, 2021. So, anyway, the lawsuit filed by Russell's estate accuses Dr. Sampson of puncturing her bladder, liver, and intestines during the procedure, ultimately leading to her unaliving from bleeding in let me see how you say this. Hold on, y'all. I got to think this word out. Pulmonary fat embolism. All right. South Florida has been highlighted as a concerning hotspot for BBL related fatalities, adding weight to the family's concerns about the safety of such procedures. So Russell was allegedly the 7th patient on Dr. Sampson's schedule that day, with the surgery commencing approximately 14 hours after his first procedure. That's crazy. So the lawsuit directed at Seduction Cosmetic Center accuses the facility of wrongfully advertising Dr. Sampson as a surgeon. Despite being labeled as a designated physician in an application submitted to the Florida Health Department, Dr. Sampson later claimed in a letter to state officials that he was not a surgeon at Seduction. This contradiction raises serious questions about the oversight and approval processes at the cosmetic facility. Furthermore, Dr. Sampson Plastic Surgery Board certification was suspended in 2022. Hold on, y'all. Adding another layer of concern regarding his qualifications and suitability to perform such procedures. Anyway, Michael Levine, an attorney involved in the case, emphasized the family's anguish over Russell's unaliving, describing it as a result of assembly line medicine. The tragic loss of Erica Russell has reignited discussions about the safety and regulations of cosmetic procedures, particularly in high-risk surgeries like the Brazilian butt lift. But yet these women still go out here and risk their lives to get this surgery just to please a man. Don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you got something to work with in the back, you can always do squats. Yes, it takes a long time, to build up your glutes and things like that. But you can do it. Eat some cornbread, drink some milk, get that butt up. You know what I'm saying? Get it juicy. Let me. You can do that for real. As far as the breasts, I mean, it is what it is. Just do breast massages, I guess. I don't know if it's going to actually make them bigger or anything, but you can do things like that. And also try to be appreciative of what you are blessed with, and try to work with what you are blessed with, and just improve it naturally, you know, because these surgeries, man, are just too risky. I don't even know how y'all do it. I don't want to have surgery at all. You think I'm finna go there and have it to get my butt bigger or breast bigger for some man to look at me more? Please. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's too risky anyway. But people do these type of things, you know. Crystal said, I do not understand why women want big butts and breasts. Is it for themselves or for men? Love yourself, be happy for yourself. And if a man does not like you just as you are, then you don't need him. And with a big old butt, mess around and gain weight as they older, that butt and those breasts are going to make that person look bigger and saggy. Our creator made us in his image, not for people to change themselves. Well, somebody said they don't believe it's for the men. I believe it's a combination. I believe it's for men, and also, yeah, ultimately it's for men. Because even if they're trying to compare themselves against other women, they're doing that because men have told these other women that they look better, their butts are bigger, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, I still believe it's for a man. So, and another thing too, we got to also think about our kids. This lady had 5 kids too. We got to think about them when we go and have these surgeries. Now, granted, she thought this doctor was a surgeon and he knew what he was doing. Okay. Um, and those type of things, I guess, can happen. That's why I said there's no way I would be out there getting a BBL. Get on that, get on those weights, go to a gym, and just do it the old-fashioned way. It's gonna take longer, but in the end, you'll be way more healthier. You'll probably keep the physique if you keep on working out, and if you watch what you eat. I think overall, you would just basically be more happier. In the long run, you may not be at first, but eventually when you start seeing improvements, especially if you've been to the gym and you was working out before, your body can get back into shape quicker. But once you see those results, trust me, you're gonna be happier. It's just like, I wanted to get Botox right because I had started seeing like lines and stuff. And I know I couldn't get Botox because I'm allergic to everything. And I just used common sense that I would probably be allergic to Botox as well. And then people was like, you don't need no Botox. And so I was like, okay. And so I looked up some natural things that you can do, like massage, face massages and stuff like that. And I started doing it. And yeah, it took a while for me to get rid of certain things and to get the look that I wanted, but it actually works. I was looking in the mirror the other day and I was like, damn, it's actually working. So sometimes we definitely got to take time and do what we need to do naturally. It may take a little, it may take a while, but in the end, I think you will be happier because you're not shooting foreign objects and things into your bodies that could cause potential problems in the future. Like blood injections and stuff when people do it illegally or and things like that. You got whatever they put in that, it can leak into your body, even with breast implants. So it's a lot of stuff, that we got to look out for when we decide to have these, surgeries, elective surgeries. I believe that's what they call them, especially when you have children or a spouse, unless he's telling you to get it. And I don't think you should get it if a man is telling you to get it. That's just out. How about he go and do some surgeries? You know what I'm saying? How about he go do some? This lady said, I cannot believe that we would be so coerced and convinced to go do something stupid like this, knowing that our lives can be on the line. I feel sorry for her family. I feel sorry for the 5 kids, but these women have to think it is that important to look a certain sexy way or just be normal and be pleased how God created you. And I agree. Somebody said, what's smart about having the hind part of an elephant? Looks crazy. And now guys are saying BBLs have a foul odor. When a person get a BBL and their thighs actually match their butt and things, it looks okay as long as they don't get their butt too big. But what I be seeing is these ladies with little bitty thighs, little bitty chests, and they be having these huge gigantic breasts. They be looking a hot ass mess and huge gigantic butts that does not fit in with their thighs. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna get a BBL, you should make everything match. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna get a BBL, you should make everything match. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna get a BBL, you should make everything match. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna get a BBL, you should make everything match. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna get a BBL, you should make everything match. You know, you skinny as hell, but your butt is big as butt. Your butt is big as whatever. It don't even be looking right. It looks unproportioned. It looks crazy. Or you skinny as heck. Your rib cage is bony, and you got two big old balls sitting there, just sitting there. They don't even look natural. And that's another thing too. If you're gonna get these things, it should look natural. I've seen some women with some natural looking breast enlargements. It looks like it's their actual breast, but you got some it just sit up there like two balls, and then they be really skinny and shit. The rib cage be showing and stuff, looking anorexic, and they be having these big old balls up on their chest, looking a hot ass mess. And then some of them don't even have no butt, right? And they be just as flat and stuff, and them skinny little thighs and stuff. I don't know how they think that look good. It's just like women who get their lips big. And if your lips are not naturally full, and you go get them full, especially if you get them super duper full, it be looking a hot ass mess, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, it don't even go with their face. So when you get these surgeries, you need to make sure all these things are matching in with your entire body. If you're gonna get a butt lift and enlargement, it needs to match with your thighs so it can look like it's natural. If you're gonna get a big breast or whatever the case is, it need to match with your rib cage, your size, so it can look natural and get it made, where it looks natural too, where you got natural looking cleavage and all that, so it won't look like two balls sitting up there and shit, looking a hot ass mess. You know what I'm saying? And then these men be encouraging this crazy ass stuff. It don't even be looking all like great like that. Maybe with clothes on, but once you take that shit off, and some don't even look good with the clothes on because, like with those BBLs, when they get their butts too big, sometimes it look like they have on a diaper or something, or some bowel movement on in the underwear. It just be looking a hot ass mess, especially like when some older women get them. It be looking like shit. I mean, it's in their pants or something. I don't know, like they got on a diaper. It just look weird. You know what I'm saying? Much like when people go get plastic surgery, right, and they be old as ever, and you can still tell that they are super old. So why are you getting plastic surgery to look 20 when the rest of your body don't look 20? That's crazy to me. If you're gonna get plastic surgery to look younger, you need to make sure that entire body looks younger, including that neck and those hands too, because that's where the age show at. You know what I'm saying? In your neck and in your hands. Even in your skin. So you need to do a lot of stuff, to look younger. But more importantly, if you take care of yourself, avoid the damn cigarettes, the drugs, and the alcohol, in the sweets, you won't be aging quick. And do some face massages and some body massages, and do some exercise, some lifts, weight lifts, and things like that. Lifting weights is what I meant to say. You will age gracefully. You know what I'm saying? And take care of yourself versus going out here getting all these breast enlargements and these booty enlargements and shit, and end up in the future with some complications. You know, and then plus it costs a lot. You could be doing something else with that money. And if you're doing it for a man, it's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna do a surgery for you. Go tell some of these men go get what enlargement. They're not gonna do that. Please. So why do women subject themselves to complications and all types of stuff to please a man? Please. That is crazy. But anyway, my condolences are expressed out to her family, especially to her kids, her mom, her dad, all of these people in her family. My prayers are with them. And, may this lady, continue to rest in peace because she did pass on back in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. But I know her family members, especially her kids and her parents, are still painting from that entire thing. Losing your child is a hard situation. You know what I'm saying? And losing a parent is too. So again, my prayers are with them, and my sympathy are expressed out to that family. All right. All right, guys. Other than that, we are getting ready to get out of here. I appreciate everybody dropping by, checking me out. I appreciate everybody who watches this in the replay. Everybody in the bushes, thank you for tuning in. We did not have but two people come in the chat tonight. I'm gonna try to do my live earlier tomorrow because I think it's kind of late. But I do want to say thank you to Tony Vance for always coming by showing support. Whenever I do a giveaway, it's only certain people I'm gonna let participate in this. That's why I haven't done one yet. Only certain people, and that's on everything. And I'm gonna do a good one too. You know. And Carl is here. Thank you so much for coming by and showing support. I know you're asleep, but thank you so much for leaving and so on. Thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. Y'all don't forget, if you want to show support to this channel, you can do that by doing a cash app to $ Shades Tube. All donations are used to make this channel even better, and to help pay for stuff because it's not free, running a YouTube channel at all. So all donations are appreciated. Thank you in advance. All right. So what else, y'all? Hold on. So yeah, if you enjoyed this content tonight, please like it. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Welcome to all my new subbies, and thanks to all my subbies that's been with me for the longest. Like always, I appreciate every one of you got each and every one of you guys. Also, hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming video. All right, guys, we are getting ready to get out of here. It was a great live. Y'all don't forget to tell me what you think about P. Diddy's situation. This Ostro, he said his name is, Josh. Oh, what do you think about his allegations? Um, what do you think about the monolith that's appearing in different places? Who do you think is doing this? Also, what do you think about BBLs? Do you think it's a safe procedure? Would you consider getting that? You know, let me know in the comment section if you like. Other than that, guys, y'all have a good night. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna try to come on a little earlier because I'm definitely going to work earlier tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to come in a little earlier so I can get more people to come in. All right. And I forgot to say, welcome to Shades Tube Late Night Owls. Wait, welcome to Shades Tube Late Night. Wait, what did I write up here? Welcome to Shades Tube Late Night. No, welcome to Shades Tube Late Night Owls Talk Time. Okay, welcome to Shades Tube Late Night Owls Talk Time. All right. I was reading it wrong at first and stuff. It may need to be some commas or something right there or something. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all have a good night. Let me go ahead and put the right one up. Let's take this one down. Hold on. Y'all know how I do this every night. Let's put this back up. We took this down by mistake. And let's go ahead and do this. We're going to put that one up there. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow with a brand new, exciting live and topic. Until then, have a good night. Sleep tight. Sweet dreams. This is Shades 2. I'm out, y'all.